Ah. Just give me a second. Okay. Whoops, I forgot to turn the microphone on, so I was just waffling for no reason. Right, let's start again. Let's actually start again. Oh, I've got to remember what I actually said now. Okay, so, right. Okay, so it's basically due to me having a lot of free time at the moment. One thing I've been working on is the Dr. Robtonik's Mean Bean Machine DX Edition, getting it updated, ready to be entered for the Sonic Hacking Contest 2020. And that's going to be the last week of October. If I check the dates, I will check the dates. October. It's basically the last week of October, which will be 26th to the 30th. So that's good. That's going to be fun to look forward to. But yeah, so what I thought we'll do today is I'm going to show off. Currently it's in 2.9. I'm going to show you what I've done, and then I'm going to go and finish it off. So it's 3.0, and that's what will be submitted for the Sonic Hack Contest. And this time will be in the contest, not the expo this time, which means the judges will have to judge it. So they're gonna have fun, and they better be improving their mean bean skills. So yeah, that's got something to look forward to. So I will briefly mention originally. Now, due to what's going on currently in the world at the moment, no one can fly anywhere. And originally the plan was I was going to go to Japan in September. But because all the flights have been cancelled, the Olympics in Japan's been cancelled, I'm not going now, which is really, really annoying. So, nothing we can do. But hopefully, with the plan is I want to move it to next year in September instead. Fingers crossed. But we need to get things back to normal first before I even plan ahead on that. However, that means there's a few changes of plan because originally I had to take 15 days off. Now I've got 15 days to use somewhere else. So the plan is, why don't I just take those 5 of those days off during the Sonic Hack this week, which means I can then do some live streaming. Woo! I don't know exactly my plan yet, and I might do a separate video on it near this time, but all we need to know is I will be around for the Sonic Hacking Contest, and hey, at least I've got something to look forward to, because we need cheering up, honestly. And also, I've had a few changes to my current setup. You won't actually notice any difference during the stream, but for me, it's going to be a lot better. The first thing is I've got a splitter cable. And that's because currently at the moment, every time I wanted to play the PlayStation, the Mega Drive, whatever, I had to turn the computer on, open OBS, and play it that way. It was such a pain. Now, I don't even, if I just want to play the games, I can just change the HDMI switch and play it that way. And if I then want to play on the computer, then I just want to stream, then I turn it on, boot OBS, and boom, we're all good to go. I'll look at that later. So yeah, so that's really good. So hopefully I can play a bit. I mean to get back into playing this on the PlayStation. I'm probably thinking about doing Crash Bash actually. That'd be quite fun. So yes, that's one thing that's been upgraded. I've also got a better HDMI switch because the one I had was decent, but it kept auto switching, and it was a pain when I was trying to tell the thing use this. So I bought a HDMI switch, which I have to push the button to switch for it. So So in short, what you see now is pretty much ready for the Sonic Hacking contest, but there are some things I do want to upgrade. The first one I want to upgrade is the SCART RGB cables. There's a website called I forget their name. Retro SCART RGB, I think it's called. If you type SCART RGB, one of the first things the UK ones that come up, and they do sell them for like 30 quid. And the thing is, they're good, but they can be a bit expensive. So the plan will be maybe once a month upgrade the necessary cables. And the first one I want to do is the Mega Drive one. So you'll get hopefully a better quality than what we're seeing now. The other thing I want to get is the OSCC scan converter. The reason I haven't got it yet is because ordering stuff is a bit slow at the moment due to the pandemic going on at the moment. Heck, I'm still waiting for Super Monkey Ball, which I won on eBay from Japan. That was a month and a half ago. I might not even see that, to be honest, but the plan will be once everything gets back to normal, and I'm going to put some money to the side for that, we can get that as well. In short, this what we're using does the job, but yeah, it could. This OSC scanner is going to be a lot better. That it's more acts like a line doubler, and the image will look a lot clearer. So it'll look better for the streams, and when I'm playing the games, it'll be better as well. So yeah, I've got that stuff to sort of upgrade. Of course, one plan I want to do is get a new computer, because one computer I got is a bit slow at the moment. Now, depending if I'm going to go to Japan next year or not, I'm hoping probably next year. I'm hoping to get a better computer. What it will mean though is probably it won't have a PC. It'll be a decent fast computer, but it won't have a probably PCI slot, which is what my capture card uses. So I'll also have to go and buy another one of those. And there's actually one that's recently Hard for Games did a review of one, and it actually looks pretty good for what I want for. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Maybe near the future get that. But for the moment, this setup will do fine. But yeah, I think I'll waffle on for it, and you can actually hear me go blah 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 this time. Silly Thomas. But yeah, let's get going and show this off. So let's go. Just make sure it's fine. So yeah, so this is 2.9. I also forgot to mention, I'm currently at the moment, the way I'm updating this hack now is I call it like a. It's using it's basically at the moment there's no disassembler for Mean Bean Machine, and that's something I want to look into doing in the future. But I'm doing sort of a partial disassembler, so basically all the custom stuff is still using ASM code, basically, which excuse me, which makes it a lot easier when I want to go and update stuff. Before I was doing it manually machine code, and that was a pain. Now it's a lot easier, and also means we can do a lot of some cooler stuff as well. But first of all, let's go into the options. Ooh, fancy. And yeah, this took me 6 hours to put together. But I eventually got it and it works. So what we've got here, let's make sure I'm actually in. So yeah, so I've had to just slightly change the layout to get 2 new options in there. One option is the dialogue option and the reset high scores. So I've slightly, I don't know what I'm pointing. So the first 3 options are the standards: player 1A, player 1B, player 1C controls. Got the versus stats bit there, which will keep it easy. Got the 1 player versus 2 player. That's the same standard, which check. Let's keep one sampling, which is on. Now here's an interesting one. This is new. Whee! And you can change it. So yes, the plan is one thing is in the previous hacks has been is the custom dialogue. And I was thinking, well, what if you don't like my custom dialogue but want to play with the changes I've done? Well, now you can choose to use the original or the DX edition, and I'll show you that works. So yeah, so we're going to keep the original for a moment. I'll just show you that works. And basically, the original is the original dialogue from the original game with some slight minor tweaks to make it better. Yeah, this new option, reset high scores. So we're going to click on it. Whoa, music changed. Oh, excuse me. So we've got reset high scores. Are you sure you want to reset the high scores? Confirm, press up. Cancel, press down. Now you're probably thinking, well, why am I using up and down and not the buttons? Because due to the way it's currently set up, it goes all freaky if I try and tell it to use the button. So I've just used the up and down for the moment. I may be able to fix that. So you can use the menu to select with the A, and I can use C to confirm, B to cancel. But I need to play around with that. So for now, you just have to use up and down. So no, we're not going to reset the scores. So I'm going to push down, and you go back to the original thing. But we do want to reset the scores, so I'm going to push up, and you'll hear it made that noise, and the scores are now being reset. I want to look into it, so because at the moment that was too quick. What I want to do is make it play the sound and then go back in there. So I've got to have a look at how to do that. It shouldn't be too hard, but I just haven't got around to doing that yet. But yeah, just if you do it again. And it's made a whoo. I might have the ha 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 sound actually, but for the moment, that's it resetting the scores. Of course, I should have mentioned at the start. Yeah, this game basically will save the options, save the high scores, and it will even save the password that you put in, which I'll explain later on. So the rest is kind of the same. Input test. Press start and A to exit. This is really good actually. There's not many. There's probably are some other games. But I know this and this one game is really useful if you want to test your 3 button, and Contra Hardcore if you want to test your 6 button. But yeah, this is useful if you want to make sure your control's working. And as you can see, I've got 2-player here as well. Whee! So yeah. If we go to sound test, whee! Not much has been changed really. If you played the one from the previous hacking contest, a lot of it's the same, besides a few minor changes to the text. So yeah, I think a lot is 1 versus 2 player. So yeah, here I called it. I can't remember what this. I think it was Starfall, and I called this cast theme instead. Then you got the star theme, victory, defeat a Robotnik, password theme, continue theme, main menu theme, options theme. There's a few text. This is all the same, so you can hear just what the voice is. I actually didn't realise what this was for when it says yo ho ho, but then I realised that's when the I forgot what they're called, the nuisance beans get dropped for the other opponent, and I think depending how big the pile is, which one it uses, which is why I called it drop. Now we've got the control. Oh, and I'll put a little plug into the Sonic Hacking contest as well. So download Sonic Hacks at www.sonichacking.org. So yeah, originally I was hoping to maybe put an about section, but as you can see it's a bit chocker as it is. So so I wasn't going to have one. So, but I thought, I think that's quite nice having a little advertisement for the SonicHacking.org website. Which, speaking of that, they've updated it so you can actually play all the previous entries now. Well, I think up to 2012. So that's pretty good, because that was a pain trying to find them. But yeah, at least they've got that updated anyway. So yeah, so that's the options anyway. Okay. So I'm just going to go into 1 versus 2 player mode. So right, one thing that I didn't always like in the original was the font colour for player 1 was red, and the font colour for player 2 was blue. And that never really made sense, because it's like, well, you're playing as Sonic, so it would make sense for Sonic to be blue and Robotnik, the enemy, to be red. So I finally figured out how the colours worked and got that changed. So as you can see, select level on player 1 is blue, and select level is red too. I think previously in my hacks I had it. You see where the 2 beams are? Beams. Where the 2 beans are, it now says Sonic versus Dr. Robotnik instead of Sonic versus Tails, because Tails isn't really in this game. So I thought, no, it makes sense to have Sonic as player 1, Dr. Robotnik as player 2. So yeah. And you'll also see, I put it in the top left, there's now an X. Yeah, so basically, if you put a beam goes there, it's game over. And it wasn't always very clear in the original. And man, putting that X in there was more work than it should have been. But I did eventually get it sorted. I won't bore you with the details what I had to change, but no, people are just going to think I just changed, put some new tiles and that's it. No, there was a lot of some graphic, especially this mode we're looking at. During basically you get a star each time, and then for each win star you get, it then groups into 20. I had to move those graphics to somewhere else just to get the X in. But yeah. Oh, and as you can see, we've got the little Sonic sprite as well. Oh, got a bit of an itch. So yeah, it's landed on the X, so not much has been changed in this. Oh, also, you see where it says time? Before it was right at the bottom, so I just moved it up so it's a bit more clear. And changed to green as well. Try again. So yeah, here's a high score for scenario mode. And as you can see, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog, Radio Tales, Immense Chicken, PSI, and Sonic Hacking Contest. I think it's ESPS. I forget his name. I apologise, but he's the one who made the Sonic sprite. So it's just a little Easter egg. Was there anything in the exercise mode? Just want to go there. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. But yeah, I think before I had it so the player 1 was Sonic and player 2 was Tails. But it's like, well, no, Tails isn't in it, so let's just put Dr. R. So just make. Anyway, you don't want to watch me play this. Player 1 push start. I think it says, I can't remember, but it says something really weird in the original, so I just made it better English. But yeah, now let's show you the main stuff. So just want to quickly show you. So stage 1. Beans, beans, let me give you a hand or two. I have to prepare Dr. Robtonik a beautiful bean feast. Come to arms, my beauties. So yeah, it's pretty much the same, but I made like the pauses a bit longer and that. Oh yeah, see when you pause. So when you pause, like player 1 is to. What's interesting is if you actually use the player 2 controller, it actually basically player 1 uses the blue scheme and player 1 uses the red scheme. It actually swaps. It's quite clever how the code does it. Oh, but yeah, sorry. While we're on this screen, yeah. You'll see now below it says the character's name. So in this case, it's Arms. Woo! So yeah, basically, it can have up to 8 characters to display their name, and some of the I'll go through each character just to show off, but as far as I can go. But yeah, I finally changed it. So basically, I don't know why I'm pointing. They can't see it. But yeah, basically, above the character's mugshot is their name. Sonic's name appears where for player 1's beans, and player 2 it says the stage number, so ST1. So yeah, I'm really happy I got that sorted. You're probably I think some people may be thinking, well, why don't you move that letter 1 to the left, then you get 10? Because the way they've set it up is a bit weird. They only set it up so you can only have basically 8 letters. I could probably fix it, but it's not going to be worth it for the moment. So, and most characters' names are fine. I did think maybe have it centering it, but I think it looked a bit weird centered. So it's like it's to the left anyway. But anyway, so that's just showing the original dialogues using it. So now let's set the DX edition. And if this is working right, it should be some different dialogue. Hi Sonic! Welcome to the Mean Bean Factory, the place where we blend beans for fun. Stretch out those arms and play Dance to Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine with me. What's that? You prefer to play Poi Poi instead? Well, tough beans! Now let's stretch out those arms and blend some beans! So yeah, so that shows you can now choose you want my custom dialogue, or just want to check something. This new live thing's really weird. Like, where's the chat? Sorry, just occurred to me. Bum 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 bum. Like, where's the chat? Sorry, just occurred to me. Bum 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 bum. Like, where's the chat?
Sorry, this occurred to me.
Anyway, I'm not sure where the chat's gone. Oh, here it is. Enable live chat. Okay, it's disabled. That's fine. That's fine. I thought perhaps I left the chat open. Right. So what I'm going to do, let's check out the password system for a second. So yeah, so first, if anyone remembers the other one, if anyone went to the password screen, you'd probably notice Sonic was flashing yellow as though he was like Supersonic. That was annoying, because the two colours I dedicated for blue were also being used for the flashing cursor. Was it flashing cursor? Yeah. So I had to figure out how the game was displaying the flashing colours in the VRAM. No, sorry, CRAM. Sorry. And had to change it to a row that wasn't being used, and had to update the. It was a pain, but basically it's all fixed now. So that's all good. I also changed the animation he was using as well. What he was using was his feet were just going left and right. So I changed it so now he looks like he's doing a little dance, or it's basically the same animation he does when once you beat the game. Sorry. Once you beat the game, that's what he does. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now you'll probably see here. It's actually that's not a very good example. So what we're gonna do? Let's actually go to a quick one. Say we want Dragon Breath, for example. So we want green. Purple, Sonic. There we go. One colour wrong. So basically, what happened? That's a password I entered, for example. Yeah. Whoa, that's all fast. Anyway, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on just to show you the settings do work. Play game. So yeah, as you can see, it's remembered all the settings I had, so that's pretty good. Now, if we go back to the password, it's actually remembered the password that I've entered. So that's really helpful actually. It's pretty cool. So that's useful. Also, which I'll have to do a demonstration as well. When you get a password, it will also remember the password in the as well. So you don't never have to write down a password ever again. Woo! That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll just quickly go through just a bit of a show off. So yeah, so hi Sonic, welcome to the Mean Bean Factory, the place where we blend beans for fun. Oh yeah, so I have also changed it because so the idea is that player one, Why am I leaning to that side? I'm assuming. So the plan was basically. Actually, no. Sonic is actually the one player one, and he's the one stopping these robots. So the dialogue is. The plan is if you choose the exit dialogue, is the robots are actually talking to Sonic. So in that case, he was like, "Hi, Sonic, welcome." So yeah. So let's see how good my mean beans. Oh, also I want to get some better headphones because these are not the most comfortable headphones. I need to look into that. These are. I have these at work and they're the most uncomfortable bloody headphones ever. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You win. So yeah, so where it now says the password, that will instantly basically go into the save, the spam, and then when you go back into the enter the password, that will be in there. Of course, the only thing it doesn't save is your score. It's something I did honestly have to think about. I thought would be quite cool to do, but there's a lot of checks you'd have to put in place, and to be honest, it's going to be more hassle than it's worth. So for the moment, I'm just giving you to save. It just saves the password. Actually, saying that, I did think about should I can actually change the passwords. I figured out where all the password data is, but it kind of seems like I was just doing that for the sake of it. But yeah, but hey, if I want to change it, I can do. See, I thought the passwords were like the way they were done, like the numbers and that, but no, it literally is just random, not random. Hey Sonic, would you like to try eating some beans? They taste great. Nom nom. What's that you say? I'm not meant to eat the beans. If I continue to eat these beans, they'll make me even more stupid. Let's put that theory to the test. Get ready to lose, Mr. I won't eat the beans. Oh, frankly, it's a pain because when I was putting the X in there, because you notice his beans drop and shake, I noticed it was loading some additional tiles. So I had to shift the X into a different place in the VRAM. That was a pain. But it got fixed. But yeah, as you can see, we've got Frankly in the top. Right, I need my blue. Give me. I should still be fine. Two. Okay, give me yellow. Where's my yellow? Yeah. Frankly's down. Yeah, so problem with some of the names though, some of the characters have longer names. If we ever get to them. Watch out for puns. I'm terrified that Sonic has made it this far. No matter, things are going to get extremely tense during this match. You'll soon see why Dr. R has sent me to stop you, and that's no joke. I think you've had enough excellent puns for the day. Now let's get cracking. I was watching one of the I can't remember who it was. Someone was streaming the X edition. And they really didn't like the puns. It was like, But then saying that, he's kind of like that in the original, so well, maybe not as extreme. I was hoping for better combat there. Right, 1, 2, 3. And Humpty is down because he fell off the wall. Oh yeah, and as you can see, so the play time font and the score font's blue as well to match. You win. I think I only got up to coconut, so. What the nuts? Sonic has made it to stage 4? No half-baked hedgehog is gonna make a monkey out of me! No way! No way! My coconut's method is so intense, it'll drive you bananas! Oh, you'll see what I mean by the coconut's method. You're munching us chili dog now, hedgehog! I was actually watching a bit of The Adventure Inside the Hedgehog. He does. If you go and watch the first episode, he does say that. I thought I've got to put the line in there. Okay. It's always really annoying. My brother keeps doing that coconuts method and he wins. Oh, it annoys me. Oh no. No! 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 Okay, no, it should be fine. Hang on. Oh no, no, it's going to put one down there. No! No! Right, I'll save that. So, there's my name on the score, TDP. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset it. I'll show you the opening. So I'll show the opening because that'll show the high scores as well. So that was, it's really weird how to get to the high scores. I just wish there was an option just say check the high scores. Sonic, that blasted hedgehog, thinks it can take down the Mean Bean Factory! You nincompoops must stop Sonic at all costs! Without the factory, I won't be able to turn those pesky beans from Beanville into robots! If you dumb bots fail, then I'll have to dismantle you all into a toaster oven! Why are you bucketabouts still standing there? Get a move on! Oh, I don't know if anyone remembers from my old one. You may notice I had pauses during them. The problem is some of the animation, the way they've set up, it looks a bit awkward. So I just kind of abandoned the pause thing. Make sure there's enough breathing room. So I mean, as you can see, I read that aloud and it was fine. Oh, there was another change. You notice see where it's, currently the score is. Notice how it's got the tiles of the wall in the background. Everywhere else, for some reason, and this is in the original Puyo Puyo, it doesn't load the correct tiles for plane B. So I actually went ahead and fixed that, so it doesn't look weird. It's more noticeable. I should have pointed out during the time of multiplayer, but it looks a bit less weird now. So I did have to fortunately just watch the tutorial, how to play the game. I always found it weird. When I played this game when I was younger, I was like, why is it a joystick? Sorry, an arcade stick. And yeah, there's my high score, TDP. So we know that's saved. Whee! So we're gonna go and beat Coconuts again because he made a monkey out of me. So yeah, so we're going to continue. It's remember my password. So yeah, no writing down passwords anymore. But yeah, it may be hard to see, but you see where the score, the numbers are. Notice how it's as though it's just been placed in front of it. While before it was you see where the tiles are on the main play area. It was like it's hard to explain without looking at it, but this was done in the original Puyo Puyo as well. So obviously the developers, when people were updating, making this for Mean Bean Machine, they didn't really obviously care. Whoa. Oh, sugar. Sugar. Okay, here we go. I think he's out. He's out. So yeah, so I've still got the rest of the dialogue to sort of finish off. So basically, it'll just go back to its default. I mean, for Coconuts, I should have pointed out, you notice he kept scratching his head every time to the thing. I can change the animation, so he doesn't always do that. So yeah, so for example, this one here, he's called Davy Sprocket, but it won't fit, so I just had to use his first name. He was another character was Dragon Breath, and I just called it Dragon. The annoying one was Sir Fuzzy Logic, so I just at the moment it's just called Fuzzy, but I might be able to change it so it actually says Sir Fuzzy. But I haven't got around to sort of doing that yet. And Dr. Robotnik is just Robotnik. But yeah, I guess what we can do, we can quickly beat Dr. Robotnik, and then I'm off to bed. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that preview, basically. And yeah, so it should be really good when it gets released. I will say, if you I just said at the start, actually, 2.2 is available at www.romhacking.net. So if you want to get a taste of this, you can play that version. I was thinking, should I release this as it is, but I want to make it a surprise for well, not really a surprise, something for you to look forward to. But yeah, as you can see, so black, bean, blue, red is Davy Sprocky on easy mode, but we want red. So you can still go to any character you want. And in some cases, I might move the text because, Robotnik, for example, is hanky getting in the way of the box. And yeah, so yeah, and there's Robotnik. Right, we need. No, he's ruined it. No. Hang on, I might still be able to recover if I can get a red. Where's my red? I always like this music. You don't see many remakes of it, which is a shame. I don't think I'm going to do it. No. Oh, you notice that that's a good example, actually. That it's now playing. It's playing one of the Originally, it was unused. Oh. You're not gonna win, Thomas. You're not gonna win. You'll never take me alive. Oh. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's try that again. Let's Stage 13. Oh, poo. Oh no. Oh, if that combo would have worked, but no. Oh no! It goes so fast! No! And this is how not to play Puyo Puyo. Okay, I think he's done. Okay, I think we've done it. Just got to survive. He's screwed. He's screwed himself over. So, there we go. There we go. He's out. He's down. He's down. And that's how you beat Robotnik. 4th time's the win. Might as well just show off the credits as well. Yippee! Yippee! Cast! Arms! Frankly. Humpty. Coconuts. Davy Sprocket. Squirrel. It still amazes me because I'm a big fan of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, and when I always had this guy, I was like, but with the exception of Grounder, Coconuts, and Scratch, I was like, where did these other robots come from? And of course, they're from the first episode, but I never saw that until years later until I found it. It's like, oh, they're robots from the Beam Machine. It's a real shame we never got Dr. Robotnik's Mutant Beam Machine 2, because there was plenty of material to work with. But oh well. Dr. Robotnik and Sonic. Yeah, look at him dance. Bum ba bum 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 ba 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 ba. See, nothing really much has changed from the pro version. But of course, the nice thing is now it's so easy, much more easier because they're now using partially assembly language now, not machine code. So we've got the modders, moi, Radio Tales, and my brother, Immense Tricking. Producers Yoji Isho, Nobuyoshi Oba, Munitani, Tetsuo, Takayuki, Stufaz, Takaya Segawa, Sari, Yamaguchi, Hideki. Yep, so we've got the Sonic Graph, that's his name, E122PSI. In fact, he was the one who requested to put PSI for the high score thing, so I thought, okay. So that's what I went with. Hopefully the volume's come down. Okay, I should have done a small test before I did the live stream, but oh well. Bum 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 bum. Thank you for playing. Oh, that's whoops. I should say 2020. I'm gonna make a note of that. Whoops, that should say. I swear I got that changed. Ah, to see what's going on there. Thank you for playing. Should say 2020 copyright. So yeah, that's a sneak preview for the entry for the Sonic Hacking Contest. Ooh. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Of course, I've got to make a couple of changes. I might quickly sort that one out before I go to bed. Right, let's turn this off. Right, I think we'll leave it as that for today. So yeah, take care, stay safe, and hope you enjoyed the preview. Take care.